This is the Facebook story you never heard of before. It starts in a Harvard dorm room. Mark Zuckerberg is 19 years old and he can't sleep. His girlfriend just dumped him. He opens his laptop, logs onto Harvard's student directory, and starts pulling photos of women from dorm servers. He builds a site called Facemash where students vote who's hotter side by side. It crashes Harvard's servers in hours. The university bans it and almost expels him. But everyone on campus now knows his name. A few weeks later, 3 upperclassmen reach out to him. They're working on a dating site for Harvard students called HarvardConnection.com. They want Mark to code it and he agrees. But while helping them, he starts coding something else. A site of his own that's simpler, faster, and broader. He launches the Facebook.com from his dorm room. Students go crazy for it. In 24 hours, half the campus signs up. It spreads to Yale, Columbia, Stanford, and most big universities. Servers melt down. His best friend, Eduardo Saverin, puts up $15,000 for the servers. Eduardo's the business guy and he's the first CFO. They split the equity 50-50. Mark runs the code and Eduardo figures out the finances. Eduardo wants to do ads, but Mark hates ads. He wants growth, not clutter on his website. At this point, 2 twins, the Winklevoss twins, hear about the launch. They're furious and they think that Mark stole their idea and they demand that he shut down his website. He ignores them and they sue him for intellectual property theft. At this point, Mark drops out of Harvard, moves to Palo Alto. He meets Sean Parker. Parker brings structure, new investors, new lawyers, and a new vision to the table. He introduces Mark to Silicon Valley's elite. The Facebook team sets up their office, investors love it, and users explode. While Mark's in California, Eduardo's in New York trying to sell ads, and he's out of sync with what's happening. Sean tells Mark, Eduardo is holding you back. So Mark restructures the company. Eduardo's shares are quietly diluted from 34% to less than 1%. And Eduardo finds out from a lawyer, not even from Mark. The man who funded Facebook is now quietly erased. Once Eduardo figures this out, he freezes the company's bank accounts and the two stop speaking completely. Lawsuits are flying. Company nearly implodes. At this point, the site hits 10 million users. Google offers to buy it, but Mark says no. He starts rolling out new features, newsfeed, photos, walls. Every change causes outrage, but becomes addictive. Facebook opens to the public and membership explodes. The Winklevoss twins lawsuit settles and they get $65 million in cash. Eduardo also settles for the title of co-founder and a small 4% stake in the company. Facebook at this point hits 500 million users. Facebook goes public. Eduardo's stake is now worth $2 billion. He cashes out and revokes his US citizenship so he doesn't pay any taxes. The same man who was cut out ended up richer than everybody at the company. Who do you think got the better end of the deal? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any suggestions about who I should speak about next, let me know.